We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
It's been a long week, and I'm a little on edge. I think I need to call my friends. Somebody come save me. It's 5:01, and we can drink the night away. Pour a little bourbon for me and my friends, and we'll see how this story ends. We'll kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. When the night is over at 6 a.m., I'll roll on home with a smile on my face. It felt like a good night, get a little crazy, let it all out and howl at the moon. My head is ringing like they're playing hell's bells, and I can barely remember my name. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get down tonight. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get loud tonight. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week of racing here on the NSRA Broadcasting YouTube channel. We are live now on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Facebook for another week of the NSRA Summer Shootout Series. Tonight, we are taking on 50 laps in the NASCAR Trucks at Daytona. Should be a good race with these folks. Currently qualifying right now, as you see up on the screen. We've got a couple minutes left of that. While we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and kick off the national anthem here. And we'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the time twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight here and name the name of the brave. We are the NSRA. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the NSRA. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the
All right. Everyone's gridding up right now. Qualifying is over. Get the noises and the races noises from the track on here. Let's get into our starting lineup. Sitting on pole position, Rick T-Brands. Actually, I'm sorry, Paul Servant, followed up by Anthony English. Second row, John Guerra and Sean Stevens. Dana Osborne and Charles Johnson. Our fourth row, Dusty Burkhart and Bubba Winningham. Fifth row, Alex Giffen and David Overstreet. Stephen Lane and Ash Regner following up. Michael Pratt and Shane Bradshaw. Looks like Shane's got a nice little paint job on there. And following up in the rear, it's Todd Mays. Sitting on pit road right now. Let's get everything fired up here. Here we go. Everyone's rolling off right now. Chucky1217 in the chat. What's going on, bud? Just another Sunday here with the NSRA. It's me, David, your host tonight. Guy officially got the night off tonight. The official voice of Tony Starch. Focus here on Paul Servant, who's going to be taking the green flag as soon as we hit that Geico restart zone. How's everyone doing tonight? Hanging with it, yeah. I feel you, bud. We are doing just about the same here in SCSRA land. The image fixed up a little bit. There we go. All right, got a great couple of drivers in here. We got Paul Servant, Anthony English, Dana Osborne. These guys are usually up front. Bubba Winningham. Overstreet. Todd Mays is a good super speedway racer. We got the pace car pulling off here, coming up to the green flag. As soon as we hit that Geico restart zone, it is go time. Here we go. Good clean start from everybody here. All-time favorite camera. Racing 50 laps here at Daytona in the nighttime. Can we change Sonoma with Pocono? Pocono is an interesting track, being so long and 3 different tracks combined into one. I am all for not racing at Sonoma, but everyone else wants to, bud, so that's what we're doing. Sonoma's not a bad track as long as you get some practice on it. Good, clean first lap. No one's pushing real hard here so far up at the front. Kind of feathering out towards the back here. Looks like David Overstreet may not have made the start. Everyone's kind of single file. Just hanging out. We're running 2 wide up front for the first 5 rows. Looks like you got an outside row. Just kind of hanging on there with these cars, or with these trucks, I should say, not cars. With the trucks, they kind of have an interesting bubble. They changed this aero package, and it kind of made them a little bit different when in a draft. A little bit less stable, that's for sure. You get the 44 of Anthony English drop down in front of the 3 of Paul Servant on that inside line. Looks like he got kind of loose on that back straight from a push on the number 27, Sean Stevens. And after he got loose, he bailed and went to the inside line. Ooh, we got 2 guys dropping in the inside and below the line. Looks like they're getting out of the draft. But they don't want to stay down there too long to make sure they can get back up on track safe. Oh, God, that was close. Get back up on track safely. They're probably playing that fuel mileage game, or get back to their teammates so they can have a good opportunity up front, or a good opportunity with their teammates to pit together. This series is typically pretty clean racing until we get to about 10 to 12 laps to go. Then it's all bets off, that's for sure. take a look towards the back here with Lynn McNeese. See what's going on back here. Oh, we got another one dropping off towards the back. Now they may just be getting their lap led than getting out of the leading the pack here. Not sure if they're trying to get back to. Ooh, we got a wreck in turn 4. Ooh. And that'll be our first caution of the night on lap 5. Took out a couple of guys. We got 2 meatball flags on the track, Douglas Johnson and Dean Viney. They don't look to be too bad off, but there's definitely some damage on that truck there. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. Looks like it starts here with the number 66 car. Up front, looks like it may just be a bad push from the 77. Looks like the 70, oh, he goes high. Yep. Not necessarily gets pushed up, but kind of gets out of it, comes back down. Looks like the 75 also made contact on the inside, which kind of jumbled everybody up after that. That being said, let's go to today's sponsor, Chevyland. The NSRA Summer Shootout series is brought to you by Chevyland. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bubba Winningham, and welcome to Chevyland.
All right, and that was our commercial for Chevyland. We are at 1 to go, or 1 to green, I should say, not 1 to go, 1 to green. We are coming off of turn 2 now, so we got a little bit of time here. Checking back in with Chatland. Chucky says it's cool, just not a road racer. I understand, man. Sonoma is actually one of my least favorite road courses. But I'm curious how the new package is on it, because it has changed a little bit. These cars have changed a little bit, I should say. So I'm curious what it's like. I guess we'll find out when we get there, huh? Coming off a turn 4 here. Pace car's about to take that dive down the pit road here. We will be going green. And of course, every time we go green off of a caution or go green at all, we are going to the digger cam. And we are rolling. Sean Stevens, Charles Johnson in the front row here. We got 4 cars on the outside line. Everyone else is single file, which seems to me they have all done some pit stop stuff. And here they come. Hands down my favorite one. That outside line staying together for the most part. Getting some good push on that outside line there. Looks like on the number 9 car, Charles Johnson. Number 27 of Sean Stevens currently leading the race, with number 88 of John Guerra pushing behind him. That outside line's getting kind of wobbly up there. They're kind of swatting at flies when they're pushing. Got to be careful with that, because it's real easy to get these cars out of shape, or these trucks out of shape, if you hit either side of that bumper. Got a couple people in the back shooting up to the outside line. See if they can get up towards the front for this. The longer you wait, the worse off you are. But we are only 10 laps into this, so we still have 40 laps to go. Plenty of time to get there. Oh, that was a close one. Number 9 comes down real, cuts that nose off of the number 27. That was potentially a dangerous move, with that 27 on that inside line. Had a good run. Bails on the outside line, trying to get maybe someone better to push, or someone that's maybe a little more experienced doing it, or something. I'm not really sure what happened there, but we are good to go. Everyone's clean, made it through that. Got 4 cars on that outside line still. Charles Johnson's now leading the race, with number 27 Sean Stevens pushing behind him. Followed up by the number 88 of John Guerra. You have the number 22 of Shane Bradshaw on the outside line that was pushing the number 9 of Charles Johnson. After the first 5-6 cars, it looks like the lines all kind of broke up a little bit. We had 4 drivers have to use their fast repairs, or maybe a couple drivers had it, didn't have it unticked. I do believe they have 2 fast repairs for this race. So they have an extra one in the bucket for them. Just saw a couple more people jump on from YouTube. Appreciate y'all coming. If you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, do all the fun things here for the SCSRA Broadcasting YouTube channel. We are trying to grow as fast as we can. Every mentioned like, support, or subscription that you give us helps bolster our channel. So if you want to support us, if you can do that for me, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we go live. Currently, we broadcast on Sundays for the NSRA Sunday Shootout series here on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Kick. Tuesdays nights, we have the SCSRA Blue Team Alpha Truck Series. And on Wednesday nights, we have the Dev Sports Cards SCSRA Next Gen Series. So if you are interested or if you enjoy watching, like, subscribe, help us out, please. Monday nights is the ASR, the American Sim Racing Association, I think it is. Or I'm not sure. I'll have to look at what ASR stands for. But the ASR series races on Monday nights. They'll be coming back in August for their next schedule. It has been announced. Looking like it's going to be a fun one. They are switching up their tracks a little bit and kind of keeping it a little more simple when it comes to super speedway racing, just staying on Daytona and Talladega. So they are recruiting now. If you are interested in some super speedway racing, both of these series are recruiting, both the NSRA and the ASR Tour. John got up to the front here. In front of the number 9. The whole field's tightened up. Not that anyone's trying to get to the front or push into the front from the inside, but they all kept with that draft and kept going. That outside line's kind of bolstered now, about 7 cars deep. Liking the paint job on that number 50 of Stephen Lane, that Dr. Pepper car. That's looking sharp. Let's take a closer look at that one. As we say that, we got another wreck. Caution on lap 16. We've got, looks like 4 drivers out of this one with a meatball flag. Dean Viney, who already had one today, so he's going to have to use his second one. Bubba Winningham, Michael Pratt, and Alex Giffen all have meatball flags on this one. Let's go take a look and see what happened. For this one, it is a classic case of netcode. You can see there's a decent distance between the number 77 of Alex Giffen and Michael Pratt here. Or 77 of Michael Pratt and Alex Giffen here on the outside. And watch how far away they stay from each other. And just causes a massive one. Number 75 goes rolling. Man. Let's see if we can go on board with the number 75 while that happens. He goes flying. Never lets go of the wheel there. Good job, bud. On that note, let's head over to our next commercial break. We'll be right back. caution light's still on. We should be getting the one to go this time by. Got a couple drivers still on pit road. Looks like the 75 of Alex Giffen and 77 of Michael Pratt both have meatballs still, but did not take their fast repairs. So we're probably trying to save them a little bit later in the race. So at this point, they will go 3 laps down. We got a bunch of guys that just came back down pit road. They're going to get a top up off fuel. You can see him coming in here. Interestingly enough, we have 288. One of them is not correct. Pace lights are off, or pace car lights are off. Coming off of turn 4 here. And as tradition with my streams anyways, we will be going back to the digger cam. That is for sure. Pace car is going to dive off here. Got John Guerra going to be taking the green flag here, followed by Shane Bradshaw. Charles Johnson, Sean Stevens, and Dusty Burkhart are going to round out your top 5 here. Got a great jump on the inside with Shane Stevens and John Guerra. Inside line again, kind of spread out. We got some guys trying to hop through the outside line here. See if they can get up there. Got some great pushing from the number 27 and the number 9 on those second rows, both inside and outside lines. The number 88 or 22 of Shane Bradshaw, I guess I should say, jumps down in front of John Guerra on the inside line, followed up by the number 27 of Sean Stevens. And look who's coming up through the pack, number 54 of Todd Mays. Making his way through the pack, started towards the back, actually started on the last spot, making his way up to 4th place. I would have to say he's going to be the biggest mover as of right now. Now, he may be the biggest mover all race, especially if he stays up here. Here comes that Dr. Pepper car on the outside line, catching up to those front 2 cars there. As he gets there, he's just going to have to let off and just kind of ride by. Number 50 car. Man, that is a sharp paint job. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. Got some banging on the left-hand side of that car. Rear quarter panel's a little crushed in there. Not too shabby though. Go back up with our leader number 22, Shane Bradshaw. And of course, still on the wrong screen. One of these days I'll get that down. Looks like everyone is back on track now. Dean Viney, Alex Kiffin, Michael Pratt. It looks like he is off the track still, out of the race. Two guys laps down right now is Dean Viney and Alex Kiffin. Alex Kiffin is 2 laps down right now, but he's up here in the middle of this pack. So if he can get in front of these leaders somehow, some way safely, if he can get up in front of these leaders, get one of his laps back, he may not get lucky dog, but he'll only be a lap down then, if a caution were to come out. Got the number 54 of Todd Mays working his way towards the front on that outside line. Every time someone gets clear, they drop down to the inside. Let's see if he does the same. He's getting some good push right now from the number 3 car. The number 75 right on the bumper of the number 3. So they're going to be going pretty fast as long as they can keep it there. The number 3 car, Paul Servant, making some great moves here. The 75's got to be careful. That's what happened the first time. He went outside and they got tapped. You've got to be careful with staying out of line. If you've got to run, it's just time just to check up. Number 75 catches back up to the number 3 car. He's just got to keep it in line. Keep the car going straight. Don't really focus on what the 3's doing. Oh, we're going 3 wide. And the number 50 car, Stephen Lane, decides to fall back in line. The number 75 car he's trying to follow the number 3 car. The number 3 car is kind of swatting back and forth, and we make some contact, and here we go again. Ooh, we got one on 2 wheels. We got 2 on 2 wheels. Who's gonna take the first spot here? Is it gonna be Charles Johnson or is it gonna be Todd Mays? Looks like it's gonna be Charles Johnson. So Todd Mays will be starting on the outside line from dead last to 2nd place. That's not too shabby. And this one, we got Douglas Johnson and Paul Servant, both with meatball flags. We kind of watched this one happen live, so we won't be doing a review of this one. We're just going to go right into the next one. Next commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. And that was your veterans hotline. Anybody's needing to talk to a friend, talk to someone, dial 988, press 1. This doesn't go just for veterans, but for everybody, anybody that needs to have someone to talk to, by all means, they're there for you. Big supporters of our veterans here at the SCSRA broadcasting team. From Guy to Robert Duvendak, a lot of veterans in the ASR tour. Definitely a place where, in my opinion, we can do better as a country, is the way we treat our veterans. That is for sure. Lights are out on the pace car. Coming off of turn 2. Checkered flag motorsports. That may be Michael Pratt, maybe David Overstreet. I'm not sure which driver that is. Maybe you can just call me your name. But they are out. Looks like they disconnected twice from iRacing. They've called it a night. It has been interesting. It has been an interesting 2 months for iRacing. From the DDoS attacks that they've had several times to this most recent update fiasco with CrowdStrike and Microsoft, has kind of bricked a lot of things across the country. Airports were down, hospitals, 911 service in a few states were even down. So it was not great. The fun news, I guess, is it was not a malicious incident. It was an accident. Someone pushed the wrong button. That always goes over well when you're talking to investors, I'm sure. Looks like Douglas Johnson is serving a black flag currently, or will be when the race goes green. Pace car's off. Charles Johnson taking us to the Geico restart zone, and we are off. Todd Mays in the outside line in that number 54 truck. Again, coming from last to now battling on the front row. If he gets that partner there faster than Charles Johnson's does, they can get a good push coming down the back straight. We got the number 50 of the Dr. Pepper car. Stephen Lane pushed on that outside line. Looks like the number 75 kind of backed off here of Alex Kiffin. Down to that inside on the apron there, kind of get out of everyone's way. No one has used their second fast repair yet, so we got some time. We are at 20 laps or 19 laps to go. A little more than halfway through the race. That outside line kind of fizzling out here. The number 50 car. Stephen Lane hops to the inside here, which is going to leave those two trucks on the outside line kind of in a place where they're not going to have any help. You see one car hopped back up to kind of help them. Of the numbers, that's the actual number 88, I believe, right? Now those two trucks are making it work on the outside line there. You see them getting a great run coming down the front stretch. The side draft doesn't have as much of an impact on these trucks as it does in the next gen races. That side draft on those next gen cars is like putting a parachute on the car next to you. It's very effective. Works really, really well. And you've got some serious problems if someone gets on next to you in those cars. Still just those two cars in the outside line, but they're keeping up with the leader. They're not going to be able to get in front of the leader. You really need that third car in that line to be able to make that kind of line work. but you can keep up on the outside. Get some side draft, some effectiveness from it. Get bumper to bumper, and you'd be all right. You do have to watch your temperatures, though. You're going to see Todd be real close. He's going to stick on that bumper through those front stretch, or through the front and back stretch, and then may peek the nose out on the right-hand side where the air intake is on these trucks to try to cool it off while we're going through the corners. So that's where you lose some momentum there, is trying to, you know, burp up to get some air to make sure that your truck doesn't blow up. A very real possibility. Everyone's a little spread out on that inside line, just kind of waiting for the next one to happen. Next time by will be at 15 to go. So we're coming down to the end here. Currently our leading orders: Charles Johnson first place, Bubba Winningham in second, Stephen Lane in third, Shane Bradshaw in fourth. Todd Mays rounds out your top five. Spreading out here, coming down to turn one. We got 3 cars up on that high side. It's going to be the number 22 to Shane Stevens, Todd Mays. Who's that behind them? It's like number 27. 27 is Sean Stevens. These front guys are making this work pretty well. They're keeping tight on the inside line. As I say that, everyone kind of fans out. Looks like we have a couple guys jumping down for pit stops. So first round of green flag pit stops coming. Let's see what they do. Coming up next time by, we're coming up to a lap car, the number 71 of Dean Viney. Let's see where he goes. If he stays up on that high side, even better. But he's got to get up next to that wall. Not in it, just next to it. We're going to go through a round of green flag stops here. A couple guys heading down to pit road this time by again. Looks like the number 8 of Dana Osborne and Paul Servant, the number 3 truck, both head down to pit road. Now these guys up front, what they're hoping for right now is they're hoping, 1, to get a caution, but 2, they're hoping that they can get on pit road clean with this with this many drivers up front here. That can get dangerous. Coming off of turn 4 here, let's see who goes down pit road. Oh, looks like I got 3 or 4 guys jumping off time. That'd be the number 27, Sean Stevens. 88 of John Guerra. And the number 84 of Lynn McNeese. Lynn McNeese is off. This is a quick stop and go. Get some fuel and get out of there. John is off and Sean Stevens is off. John Stevens looks like he may have got tires. And here we go, coming back down toward turn 4. Let's see who we get to pull off this time. And that's our lead pack coming down. Number 9 of Charles Johnson. 08 of Bob Fitzgerald, and number 50 of Stephen Lane. Looks like you also have the number 75 of Alex Kiffin also head down pit road with him, but he is currently 2 laps down, I believe. As soon as he's off pit road, we can look at the replay real quick. Right now, we are following Bubba Winningham, currently our leader. Let's see who comes this time. Looks like the rest of the field's going to come. Oh, the number 99 locks it up and spins. No one touches him, though. And he's going to lose the pack on that one. That's not good for anybody. Dusty Burkhart currently in the lead still, and he's on pit road. You got the number 3 of Paul Servant heading down quick. They are going to pass this group with some serious speed. Coming off of turn 4. This is going to put Paul Servant as your leader as long as they can get in front of him. There goes that group. That group's got to hope that they can get it tight enough to be able to catch this lead pack again. With the number 4 car of Rick Sebrands and Mark Mann in the OFAR car up front here. Looks like Rick is going to get his lap led. Mark is still hunting for his. Looks like that group was able to catch that lead pack. I'm sorry, they were not able to catch that lead pack, but they do have a decent sized group behind them. They are currently about 4.2 seconds back from the lead group. Let's see how they do, see if they make up any time in this next sector at the start finish line. They are losing time, about 0.2 to 0.3 a second a lap. Never a good thing, especially when you just came off a pit road. So we'll see what they do. Bubba did get his lap led, though, for those Mary and Elizabeth watching or hanging out in chat. He got his lap led, so he got his extra point, but he's in a group now that's a little bit disconnected from the lead pack. We currently have 8 laps to go. But now it's just a matter of when is this next one going to come? When's the next incident? Maybe they race it out clean. Everyone's got enough to make it the rest of the race, so let's see what they do. Yeah, the group with Dusty Burkhart, Bubba Winningham, and Todd Mays lost another, looks like about second. So they're 5.1 seconds behind Lynn McNeese in the back of this pack. And just losing more as we go. So this front pack, even though they're racing too wide, they're drafting pretty tight. They're probably a good, looks like they're 6 to 7 miles an hour faster as they're running. Adam St. John, good day, mate. Thanks for stopping by. I guess it'd be good morning to you, right? For those of you not in the know, Adam St. John is our resident Australian in the chat. He hangs out with us about every broadcast we have. And he races with us as well on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights in the SCSRA races. 6 to go. We are going to be getting 5 to go this time by. They lost, oh man, 1.3 seconds this time for Dusty Burkhart, Bubby Winningham, and Todd Mays. So there's something going on here. And the exact reason there is they are not together anymore. Something happened with Todd Mays and fell off these two. With only 2 cars, you're never going to catch that front pack. That's for sure. Up here at the front, we got some good racing going on. You see the gap in between everyone's cars. They're not pushing awfully hard right now. We got 4 to go this time by. They're not going to start pushing really aggressively till about 2 laps to go. That's about as early as you can go. Maybe a lap and a half before your truck blows. Good clean racing up front. We'll see. We're getting close to not having a caution. We're going 3 wide. Got some blocking going on. Choose the lane, number 44. Anthony English. Now that outside lane is making a great run towards the front. They've got it assembled well. Three laps to go. Andrew Schroeder, Rick Stevens, Lynn McNeese, your current top 3. Paul Servant and Anthony English rounds out your top 5. And we got one in the wall, and there it is. Takes out the entire lead pack. Oh my gosh. And they're still wrecking. Oh man. I said it was coming. And this will lead us to overtime. Let's go take a look at what happened. We're just going to watch from Paul Servant's point of view. Not really from his point of view, but from the chase cam behind him. Let's take a look. They get kind of loose up front, banging, bopping. Number 3 loses his hood there for a minute. Engine's blown. He's towed back. And folks, there you have it. Rick Seabrands, Lynn McNeese, Mark Mann, Sean Stevens, and Dana Osborne round out your top 5. On that note, folks, we're going to go to commercial break. And we will be right back. This is the NSRA Summer Shootout Series, sponsored by Chevyland.
Hi, I'm Bubba Winningham, and welcome to Chevyland.
Lights are off on the pace truck or pace car. Top 5 right now: Rick Seabrands, Mark Mann, Sean Stevens, Dana Osborne. John Ware, round out your top 5. This is really crucial for that second pack of group, the second pack of guys that got lost by that front pack in those green flag stops. Be able to get back up towards the front. You got to watch out for Todd Mays here. He's new to the NSRA. I've raced with him in the past, and he is a fantastic oval or a super speedway racer. So definitely keep a lookout for him. Currently, he is sitting in 9th place, but that means absolutely nothing when it comes to these tracks, especially in these last couple of laps. We're going to have a couple opportunities at green, white, checkered here. If you don't know what that means, we're going to get the green flag, then we're going to get the white flag, then the checkered flag. If an incident happens on the first 2 laps, or in the first lap when we get the green, we'll get another caution. If the white flag comes out, we will race it to the checkers. Coming off of turn 4 here. Pace car is going to be diving off here. Here we go. Playoff time, baby. Overtime in the NSRA. And we are green. Number 4 gets a great jump. A little bit of a push from the 27 at that time, but the 8 is right on the 04 on that outside line of Mark Mann and Dana Osborne. Both very good super speedway racers as well. At this point, you're going to see people glued to bumpers and they're not coming off. I expect to see, 3 wide coming up here. Key is stay out of the wall, though, for sure. We get that white flag again, we're going to be racing it to the checkered, no matter what happens. You don't really want to make a move until turn 3 or turn 4. But you got to prepare for it and set up for it. Number 4 is glued to the 04 on that front line, on that inside line. Number 50 steps it out to the 3rd line. And we're wrecking. However, the white flag is out. So we're going to race it to the back, or we're going to race it back around. Todd Mays made it through clean. Sean Stevens, Bubba Whittingham, Rick Seabrands, Mark Mann, Dana Osborne all made it through clean. Here we come. Coming out of turn 4. Let's see who makes the move first. Got some bumping already coming out, and we're... Oh, that was close. We got a drag race. And Dana Osborne's going to take it. Dana Osborne, Bubba Whittingham, Mark Mann. Your top 3 tonight, followed by Rick Seabrands and Todd Mays following up in 4th and 5th. That's your top 5. Biggest mover tonight, definitely Todd Mays, coming from last place to 5th place. Great showing from him. Dana Osborne comes out with the lead. Only 2 laps led, and the 2 laps were the white flag lap and the checkered flag lap. That's all that matters. While we get everyone situated here, we're going to go ahead and head to commercial break. We're going to pull up your top 3. We're going to get some interviews going. We will be right back. And that was Dev Sports Cards, one of the main sponsors of the SCSRA and a huge contributor to everything we do here with our broadcasting channel as well. Let's go on and get over to our drivers here. See if we can get Mark Mann up here. Mark, this is David up in the booth with the SCSRA broadcasting team.
Hey.
How are you doing tonight, man? Third place. Had a interesting race. Had a lap led and kind of broke loose there on the last lap, but you made it through clean. Tell us how the race go for you from your point of view.
I had a great time tonight. Just kind of hanging around in the back, and I missed 3 of those big wrecks, but barely. So I felt like my luck was starting to run out there late, and me and my teammates had that late pit stop. Got out there with Dana and Paul. We met up with them on the track, and then the next group. I mean, everybody did a great job catching up in that pit stop cycle. And at the end there, Rick and I, my teammate, just had no help really. It was like 2 versus 5, 2 on the bottom and then a bunch in the top. So I had fun. Congratulations to Dana and Bubba Winningham with a great finish. He had a pretty awesome push coming back. So yeah, it was fun.
Well, congratulations on your third place, Mark. It kind of looked like, were you hoping for that last caution there, or you were hoping it went to the green flag?
Oh, I wanted it to go green flag. I wanted to see how that was going to play out after the pit cycle. I love pit strategy in these.
Yep.
So I did. I wanted to see how it was going to play out, and it played out well. I mean, we made it to the front, and that's all you can ask for, is to have a look at it there late at the end.
Absolutely. Well, Mark, congratulations again on third place tonight. Want to get you back down to your friends down there. However, first, before we get you off here, as traditional with the SCSRA broadcasting team, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, thanks for broadcasting. Much appreciated. And NSRA and everybody who sponsors these races, and everybody watching at home. And Mara, my friend Mara, watching. And to all my teammates, Rick and Anthony and excuse me, and Andrew tonight.
All right, I'm going to drop you down in the waiting room. You can go to wherever you want from there, but I'm going to go ahead and get Bubba up here now.
Sounds good, brother.
Have a good night, Mark.
You too.
Bubba, this is David up in the SCSRA broadcasting booth. How
Hello,
are you doing
how's it
tonight? You
going?
got me?
Yeah, hey, I got you. You got me?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. So,
That was fun.
it was a good race. It was surprisingly clean. There's a couple of big ones, as expected with super speedways, but that last one there took out, or what was second to last one, took out the entire lead pack, basically.
Yeah, it did. It was, I was running about 14th at that time, and after it all cleaned up and we got back, we started in 7th, and I was on that inside line, and I just decided right then I'm gonna on the green light checker. I said I'm gonna hold this thing down low, and whatever happens happens. And I just happened to right there at the last jump up behind Dana when there was an opening, and was able to push Dana to the win, and I was able to squeak ahead for that second place finish. My best league finish. I've been in here for 2 years, and that's the best league finish I've had.
Man, doesn't it feel good when that happens?
It really does. It was a lot of fun because good clean racing. A bunch of guys, they raced well, didn't make stupid mistakes, and so it allowed us to get out there and just push and go, and had a blast. About as much fun as you can have on a sim racing league.
Absolutely. Well, iRacing changed these trucks. Was it 3 weeks ago? And even in our leagues, they're significantly different now, especially on super speedway racing. They are a little more touchy around the track now. Yeah,
they are. It's you get a little more side to side, and it's not. I think it's an improvement. It's an improvement in terms of realism.
Absolutely.
To the way they once were, where you could just be a bulldozer and just run over, and it just didn't feel right. So for to involve some driver skill and hold that line, and it's made for better racing. So we fired up. It was a good race, good turnout tonight, and My employer, I want to thank my buddies at Chevroland.com for sponsoring this season. And I really want to thank you guys for such a great broadcast you do for us every week. And we're just going to have a good one. That's 3 races out of 12 so far. Having a good time this season.
Absolutely. All right, Bubba, as traditional, again, congratulations on your second place tonight, as tradition with the NSRA broadcasting team. The floor is yours. Don't forget to shout out to Elizabeth and Mary out there in the chat land rooting for you.
My daughters are my biggest fans, and they watch me every race that I race, and they're so disappointed that whenever I get wrecked out late or something like that. So Mary Catherine, Elizabeth, thank you, girls. I love y'all. And again, thanks Chevrolet.com. Thanks SCSRA for broadcasting. David, you do a great job. Thanks for David Overstreet, leader of our league, and all the guys that drive. And see you guys next week. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We'll see you next week.
All righty.
That was our second place finisher, Bubba Winningham. Let's get our winner up here, Dana Osborne. Dana, this is David up in the booth for the SCSRA broadcasting team. You got me? Maybe? Dana. Well, we don't have Dana tonight. All right. We got no Dana. Well, you saw here, folks. Dana failed to do their interview. That's all right. Congratulations to Dana Osborne on the win tonight. That's some good points going through the season here. I'm not sure what their championship. There's no championship format this season for the NSRA. But we want to thank everybody out there in Chatland, Adam St. John, Elizabeth, Mary, Chucky, thanks for joining and tonight. Like, again, here. Oh, Dana, there you are.
Yeah, I got moved down to the waiting room somehow.
Well, I brought you up here and was trying to get you, but no response. So I kept on going. But Dana, now that you're here, congratulations on your victory. How'd it go for you tonight?
It was one hell of a race right there at the end, man. And I want to thank Bubba for that push. You know, that was awesome, you know.
Absolutely. Dana, kind of tell us how the last, 5-6 laps went. There was a couple of wrecks there, especially about 5 laps to go, that kind of took out the entire front pack of the field. How'd it go for you making it through that? And obviously you won the race tonight, but what was kind of the strategy after that?
I barely got through that. I think I got a little bit of damage on it, but, I got through it. But after that, it was just, there was Mark and Rick down at the bottom. I didn't think I was going to win this thing, because Rick's a heck of a pusher. And, Bubba there, man, he surprised me, man. That was some good pushing.
Yeah, he was there with you the whole time. He was not getting off your bumper until the checkered flag came out. He was going to keep it to the floor and keep you pushing up towards the front. It was a real close drag race there at the end, so it was good to have some support behind you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to thank him for that again. I got rushed off that,
Yeah. All right. Dana, as tradition with the SCSRA broadcasting team, the floor is yours, sir.
Okay. I want to thank you for putting this broadcast on, and David O for letting me race here. And I want to thank Bubba again. I'll be thanking him for a week straight now for that win, and that's about it.
All right. Well, thanks, Dana, for dropping by. Again, congratulations on your win tonight, and we'll see you next week.
I appreciate it.
No problem, sir. Well, we did end up getting Bubba here. As I was saying, like, subscribe, do all the fun things. We will see y'all on Tuesday night for the SCSRA Blue Team Alpha Truck Series. This week we are racing at, man, I don't even know. I've been so busy with work. I can't even keep track of what's going on. We just completed Auto Club, so we're going to be at Nashville Super Speedway for 110 laps. Should be a pretty good race. We'll see how these trucks handle. And on Wednesday night, we'll be still at Nashville Super Speedway, but we'll be running the next-gen cars for 150 laps. So a little bit longer of a race and definitely a little more challenging. Thank y'all for tuning in. You have a great rest of your evening. This was the NSRA Summer Shootout Series brought to you by Chevy Land.
Hi, I'm Bubba Winningham, and welcome to Chevy Land.